No man will ever tell you that they are looking at you doing this and it turns them off. Do you think that you understand what men seek in a possible partner? Well, think again. There are several subtle clues and actions that men secretly look for while sizing you up, and chances are you aren't even aware of them. In this video, we'll get into the hidden factors that may either improve or reduce your attractiveness. Let's dive in. Number 1. Giving boring answers to questions. He asks, what are the things you're passionate about? You say, I'm not sure. He asks about your job, and you respond in a single sentence. I'm a HR manager. When asked about hobbies, you respond, I watch Netflix. This is potentially the most usual complaint of men on dates. And you thought guys just cared about appearance. If a woman is unable to tell a story, get excited about her profession or interest, or talk about a skill she is learning, a man will quickly start looking at his watch and thinking about how he might be nice about leaving. Number 2, being too clean or too messy. The environment is vital for one's well-being. A guy wants to feel like he can relax and not have to constantly clean up after himself. On the other hand, if you're messy and have piles of items everywhere, it appears like you're lazy. Find a comfortable, joyful middle ground where you can also rest. Number 3, going overboard with selfies. Women are far more likely than men to take selfies. A recent poll revealed that 59% of women took selfies. Some guys don't mind you taking selfies, but others find it a major turnoff, especially the more you take. If you're having breakfast with him, take a selfie. If you're relaxing on the beach with him, take a selfie. If you're alone in the bathtub, take a selfie. He may think you're narcissistic and go to find a lady who is a little less self-absorbed. Just be mindful of how frequently you take selfies and perhaps reduce it a little. Number 4, picking a fight so he may say sorry. Maybe you have a hot temper, and in the past, if you threw an argument, your partner, or even husband, would give in and give you what you wanted. You enjoy it. It makes you feel in charge. But this man isn't playing your games. You try to start a fight and get him to chase you down to apologize for what you believe he did wrong. But he just tells you that if you want to leave, that's your choice. I'm sorry to say that this was an immature move on your part. I understand how easy it is to revert to your dating habits from your 20s, but dating beyond 40 is a completely different animal. You are pretty much a child in your 20s, lacking the emotional maturity you now have. So use it. If you're unhappy about anything, sit down and discuss it maturely, stating your dissatisfaction. That way, you may resolve the situation and prevent it from recurring, and you won't turn him off with your childish antics. Number 5, poor hygiene and lack of self-care. Poor personal hygiene and self-care is not only a health concern, but also a major turnoff in a relationship. It may suggest a lack of self-respect and concern for the relationship. Good hygiene and self-care routines are not only important for physical health, but they also help to sustain attractiveness and intimacy in relationships. Self-care goes beyond basic hygiene. It includes stress management, taking time for oneself, and activities that improve mental and emotional well-being. When both partners emphasize their own health and well-being, the relationship becomes healthier and more enjoyable. Number 6, lack of effort in appearance. Yes, I did say that men do not focus just on appearance. However, the fact that you have made an effort to improve your look is very important to him. Whether it's turning up to a bar in sneakers and jeans or appearing like you stuffed your hair in a ponytail and didn't wear makeup. Guys are more attentive to these specifics than you may think. It's not like you have to have a makeover and go to the salon every time you go out on a date, but men are turned off by women who don't appear to be making an effort to impress them with their appearance. It's better to be 10 minutes late and dressed appropriately than to arrive on time and be underdressed. Number 7, being high maintenance. Some ladies show early indicators of needing a lot of effort. If a woman complains a lot, is difficult to please, or appears to have ridiculously high expectations that no man can ever meet, you can bet that man won't stick around for long. Men admire women who have high expectations as long as they don't expect a man to devote his entire life to keeping you happy. He wants a woman who is already satisfied with herself, but whom he has to bring his best for. Number 8, having no sense of humor. Are you being too serious? Taking his attempts at humor and ignoring them? Okay, if he's being totally unfunny, that's another problem. However, if he's being lighthearted, a man likes a woman who can make fun of things and display a funny side. Even if she is a serious-minded person in the rest of her life, be willing to laugh and make jokes. Be expressive and throw him some wit back at him so that he realizes he can have fun and relax with you. Number 9, bringing up emotional baggage. Bringing up ex-partners, talking about a traumatic event in your past, mentioning your huge neurosis and insecurity about your body. Yeah, these are all part of you, but imagine this is a guy you've just met. He probably doesn't need to hear about your deepest troubles right now. First date should be about figuring out if there's a spark, attraction, and having fun together. That's it. Yes, you can have deep discussions. However, resist the urge to discuss topics that scream emotional baggage. If those issues are important, there will be time to talk about them. That time isn't over a date on a Friday night. One of men's biggest turnoffs is feeling like you bring a bunch of problems before he's even had a chance to get to know you. Number 10, not listen as much as you talk. If you're a confident female, you're already aware of the value you bring to the table. You'll probably want to make sure your partner is well aware of the facts. However, what makes you great at business may be a turnoff in a relationship. When interacting with your guy or a man you're interested in, remember that talks are an opportunity to not only showcase your abilities and traits, but also to get to know him. Too much me talk is not just irritating. It may make you appear obnoxious and self-centered. Remember, balanced communication is crucial. Number 11, never show appreciation for what he does. He does sweet things for you so frequently that you start expecting them, and you seldom remember to express your gratitude or admiration. People like to be valued. If you don't appreciate the small things he does, he may stop doing them or leave altogether. It takes little effort to let your partner know you appreciate the thoughtful things he does for you. A kiss on the cheek, a thank you, or even anything you do in return is all that's needed. And number 12, being rude. Not saying thank you to the service staff, talking with your mouth full, being loud and cursing frequently in public. God forbid belching. Out of all the men's turnoffs in this video, this is the one that almost every guy agrees on. Having no manners is inexcusable. These social faux pas may seem like obvious turnoffs to you, but you'd be surprised how many women do them. Instead of thinking you're a cool girl or one of the guys, a high-value guy with a class will most likely make a mental note not to set up a date with you anywhere nice. Well, there you have it. Do you do any of these things? What is it like to let go of them? Now that you've been made aware of this common list of men's turnoffs, you have the ability to make a change. If your connection is worthwhile, think about what you might or should do to keep it blooming. Hope the video helped, and thanks for watching.